Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at what are fractions, what are proper fractions, what are improper fractions, and mixed fractions. And then how do we look at fractions on a timeline, okay? So let's get started. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, I know what a fraction is, okay? Well, great. You should know that a fraction is any number between 0 and 1. 0 and 1. Okay? Now, when we get into negative numbers, that's a no-no. We're not talking about, well, that's something else in another video, okay? So, from 0 to 1 is called a proper fraction, okay? Now, when we go over 1, so if I say 1 1/2, okay, or 1 1/4, or 1 3/16, we have gone over 1 into the beyond, okay? That's called a improper fraction, okay? So, example here, would be 3/4, okay? I want to make sure I'm not writing off the screen here. I can't even see it for myself. 3/4. This would be 1 3/4. Okay. Okay. So we'll talk about that again in a minute. Let's look at this for a minute. Okay. This proper fraction or improper fraction. It is between 0 and 1, so it's a proper fraction. Now, what is the 1, the 3? The 3 is the numerator. Tells you how many pieces we're counting, okay? And the 4 is called the denominator. Tells you how many total pieces you have. Listen, a fraction is nothing but a division problem, okay? We're going to look at that in a little bit too. Numerator on top, denominator on bottom. All right, here we go. Are you with me? Now, let me draw this right here. Now, I'm not a superstar artist, okay? So, you're going to have to pretend with me that these pieces are equal, okay? Don't write in and tell me my pieces wasn't equal. I know they're not. But we're going to do the best thing. We're going to do the best we can, right? With this thing called life. Okay? So, let's count the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The total number of pieces, is it the numerator or the denominator? Total number is on the bottom, the denominator, okay? Now, if I told you that you brought a pizza home and had 5 pieces, and I said I wanted 2 of them, so we're going to shade in. I took 2, right? I took 2. So the 2 I took is in the numerator. You got 2/5 here. Okay? Now, numerator is how many pieces we're discussing. Denominator is the total number of them all. So look, what if I do this? What if I do that? What's going to be my denominator? Well, if you don't know, count 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is going to be in the denominator, okay? And if I say that, hey, I see you got 4 pieces there. I want 1 of them. We shade in the 1, 1/4. Okay. So, let's change this and let's say 2/4. Okay. Now check this out. 2/5, 2/4, which one's larger? Which one's smaller? How can we just eyeball that? Okay. Well, the numerators are the same. But the denominator says, well, there's more pieces here. There's 5 pieces. There's only 4 pieces here. Okay? So, since there's not as many pieces, the pieces must be bigger on the 4. Because look at that. Look at that right there. What if I unshade this and we look at this? Aren't the pieces bigger on the 4 pieces? Look at that. Oh, what did I do? What? Okay. Pieces are larger when the denominator is comparatively smaller. So, and check this out. What's 2/4 simplified? You should know this. I think I've already made a video on this. So if we divide both those numbers by 2, 2 are going to 2 one time, 2 are going to 4 2 times. 2/4 simplified is a half, okay? Half is larger than 2/5, because half of 5 would be 2.5, okay, to make that even. So, all right, so why did I do that? Because I want to show you this, okay? You wonder why I am disappearing off the screen. I got my notes here. Okay, let's take a look at this. Now, let's draw this big bad boy right here. Did I want to draw it like that? Yeah, let's draw it like that. All my pieces are the same. If all these pieces were not the same length and height, then I couldn't be showing you this. I'm just drawing this. I'm free rolling it, free drawing. I can't, so keep in mind everything's the same. Let's look at this. What's on the bottom here? What's the denominator? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It must be a 4 on both sides, right? Okay. Let's talk about this more for a minute, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. If I shaded in the whole thing, that would be 4/4. What's another way of saying 4/4? Well, look at what I do. Do we divide by 4 on both of them? What we're going to get? 4 going to 4 one time, 4 going to 4 one time, 1/1. Instead of writing it like that, why don't we just say any numerator and denominator that's the same equals 1, okay? So, that equals 1, okay? Okay, so let's go, let's draw a circle here, okay? Now, 7/4. Uh-oh, we haven't seen that. Remember what I told you what a improper fraction is? Any number over 1, okay? Not 1. 1 is a whole number. Okay, so proper fractions are from 0 to, I don't want to call it 1, till 9.999, till 9/10. Oh, 0 to 1. 1 is the whole number. So anything less than 1, anything more than 1 is an improper fraction. How would we represent this on this? Okay. Well, look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right? Well, we got to shade all this in. That's 4 over 4, right? So that's 4 of them. What do we have left over? 5, 6, and 7, right? So 5, 6, and 7. So we've got to shade 3 of these. And that's 3/4, right? What happens when you add these? When you add and the denominator is the same, you keep that same number. And you just add the top. 4.3 is 7. 7 over 4. Okay? 7 over 4. Now, watch this. So, we talked about, I haven't given you the definition of a mixed fraction yet, but I'm about to. Look at this. 4, 7 divided by 4 equals 1, right? That's that 1 up here. Remember we have 4 over 4? 4 one time, and 3 left over. That 3 will go in the numerator and then bring you 4 over. Okay? So a mixed fraction is when there is a whole number. It could be more than 1. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you've got a fraction, a mixed fraction. So an improper fraction, think of it like this. You're being improper today, miss. I'm changing, you need to mix it up. So improper always needs to be changed into a mixed fraction. Okay? It just does. All right. Now, let's go to that fun till the daddy takes the T-bird away number line. Okay? Nobody likes a number line. Well, guess what? If it wasn't going to be on the GD, I wouldn't teach it to you. I wouldn't teach you anything that's not going to be on the test, right? I'm not standing up here for my good looks, so let's go. Let's do the number line here, okay? And I'm going to draw it to 5, and I think you should be drawing it while I'm drawing it, right? I don't want you to be bored. Okay? Keep looking on the screen there to make sure I'm not drawing it off. I could draw it bigger than that. Let's see. Yeah. I think I can go on over here with it. Right? And call that 0. And we'll call that 5. So now I need to evenly space these. Let's see if I can do it. 1, 2, 3. See, I didn't do it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These have to be evenly spaced. This one's not. This one looks bigger, but it's really not. They're all evenly spaced, 0 to 5. Just trust me on that. Now, let's look at from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't get confused. These are whole numbers, okay? They're whole numbers. They're not going to be in the numerator or the denominator unless 1 over 1 is 1, 2 over, well, I almost said 2 over 2 is 2, but no, 2 over 2 is 1 also. Okay, it would be 2 over 1, 3 over 1, 4 over 1, 5 over 1. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's keep doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Okay. If we was to work with a proper fraction in this timeline, what would the denominator be? I ain't just asking to ask. That is exactly what a GED question is going to be. Look at it now. The answer could be a proper fraction. Proper fraction is anywhere from 0 to 1, so right in here. Okay? But how many pieces do we have from 0 to 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see that? This whole graph is broken up into 5s, and then it starts again, then 5 more, and then 5 more. Okay? So anything we look at, improper, mixed, is all going to have 5 in the denominator. Now, there could be a whole number over here, right? That could be any of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me give you one, okay? Let's look at 3/5. Okay, let me put that over here. Okay, 3/5. 3/5 is a proper fraction. It's between 0 and 1. Well, there's 5 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we're discussing 3 of them, so let's do it. Let me go get another color. One, 2, 3. There we go. That is 3/5. So you see how I did that? Look. There are 5 total pieces from 0 to 1, but we're only counting 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. That's 3/5. Remember, fractions are just dividing questions. If I wanted to plug this in the calculator, you know how the calculator is going to do this? Now, if you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. But that also can be a decimal, okay? If something's broken up into 5 parts, you're going to recognize eventually that's 20%. So, 20, 40, 60. That can be 60%, or it can be 0.6, 0.6. If you don't understand that, we'll deal with that later, okay? We'll deal with that later. We don't want to do, we're not trying to bite off too much, okay? Okay, let me show you 12/5. Oh, I heard somebody say, anything over 1 is not, when you pass over the 1, it becomes, it was proper, and now it's improper, okay? Because that is more than 1, right? 12/5 is more than 1. 5/5 will be 1. So 6/5 and higher would be more than 1, which is a improper fraction. Okay. Now, let's do it 2 ways, okay? To get that, I would go 5 goes into 12, 2, 5 times 2 is 10, got a remainder of 2. I don't know if I've taught you this yet. It's 2.4, okay? Now let's see if that's right. Check this out. 12/5, right? These are in 5s. We got the 3 here, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that what I put right here? 2.4. 1, 2, 2, 4. Because remember we said if you break things up in 5s, that's 20%, right? 20, 40%. That would be 2.4. Okay? Don't worry about the percents right now and the decimals, okay? I just wanted to show you that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'll show you this right quick, okay? All right, so look, on the GED, you may get something like this. They'll show you this shape. Okay, now I drew a 1 and 2 in it because I need you to understand. You're going to count the pieces. The total pieces is going to be in the what? Numerator or denominator? Total pieces is denominator, right? So we know that's a 2. But here's just one piece of that. So it makes 2 of these to make that. So that's just one piece. We're talking about one piece. We're talking about the numerator. So 1 over 2. I hope you see that. That's half of that. Okay? Same here. There's 3 pieces total, goes numerator, but we're asking how many pieces. Well, there's 2 of those, so 2/3. Okay? Sorry if I'm going really quick here. Once again, I drew something with 6 shapes. I drew 1/6, I drew a 3/6. You know, that ain't fair because really, I've already explained this with somebody, and that's not going to make sense. And since I can't hold this up and draw on it, so let's just do this. It's easy to be lazy. And if you decide to be lazy, then you may be one of them that has failed the GED once. And you may be saying, well, I'll just pass it the second time. What you don't understand is you're right, you may pass it the second time, but you lose a little confidence in yourself. When we just fail, okay, it takes a chunk out of us. So let's just pass it the first time, okay? So let me just draw this for you. Oh, and here I am trying to draw again, and I sure can't draw. You're allowed to make fun of me. All right, you know what? All right, so all those pieces are supposed to be the same size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, numerator or denominator, what number goes in the denominator? I hope that you know by now 7. If not, you're just going to rewind and watch this video over. Okay, so what if the GED said draw 1/7, or they said shade 1/7? Well, you're just going to shade one of those, right? Because 1 is the piece we're talking about. That's on the numerator, okay? Okay, so what if so I took 1/7 here, and then I want to add 3/7. Well, let's do 3/7, keeping the 1 that we already have. So that's 1 more, 2 more, 3 more. What is that? Well, I've shaded in a total of 4. We're talking about 4, goes on the numerator, but there's a total pieces of 7 on the denominator. Well, look, if the denominator is the same, we just keep the denominator and we add the top. 3 plus 1 is 4. All right, I think we've done enough for today. We've only talked about the definitions of proper fraction, improper fractions, mixed fractions, and we've added a few fractions, and we've looked to determine what fractions look like on a number line, okay? So proper fractions are anywhere from a little over 0 to a little under 1. Improper fractions cross over the whole number 1 threshold to infinity. Those can be improper fractions. And then the mixed fraction is when we take an improper fraction and we change it to where it has a whole number and some kind of proper fraction, okay? So, that is the review. That is my truth for today, and I'm sticking with it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.